Hello. Can I ask you a few more questions?
Sure.
How was it possible for the Thing Stores Corporation to take over ownership of Mr. Bogdanov's shares?
It has to do with Article 6 of the Final Bill of Rights, the one concerning the safekeeping of economic decision-making.
Mr. Anderson, I don't understand how that relates to my question. I want to know why the Thing Stores Corporation now has ownership of Mr. Bogdanov's shares.
I see. You are probably not aware of the landmark case of... Oh, never mind. Article 6 can be interpreted as the shares of a minority shareholder of a company can be purchased back by the company at its book value in the event of death, even if it is not written in the company's rule book. Most new ventures include this in their rule books, and the Thing Stores Corp is one of them.
So, to put it simply, the company was, in a way, leasing the franchise to Mr. Bogdanov?
From a contract point of view, no, because Mr. Bogdanov actually owned those shares. But in practical terms, you can compare it to a lease. After all, what use is the franchise to Mr. Bogdanov when he is dead?
As Mr. Bogdanov's lawyer, is it your responsibility to settle his accounts?
Yes, it is.
Does he have a lot to inherit?
The franchise will be taken over by the corporation. I am not sure which institution will be inheriting his other belongings, since his death is still being investigated. I will not have access to his will or his bank accounts until the GPSN is done.
Was Mr. Bogdanov involved in any other business ventures?
Yes, he was.
What can you tell me about these ventures?
He had a partnership with an artist named Pierre Deville.
What did this partnership involve?
I believe they were partners in an art consultancy venture.
And was this venture profitable as well?
I believe it was.
Did you ever meet this partner, Mr. Deville?
No, I did not.
Mr. Anderson, I think I have all the information I need from you. You've been a great help. Thank you.
You are welcome.
PA, access GPSN census database and add Pierre Deville's address to my navigation map. What a magnificent view! Oh, what a beautiful work of art. I wonder how it can move like that. Must be very valuable. It's getting late, and I'm beat. Time to head home.
Welcome to the Court Network. Tonight we continue broadcasting live the landmark case of Simpson versus Kane.
Glows beautifully. So relaxing. I think it's postmodern something. I can't remember. My big plant. I'd like to wear my uniform during work hours. There, all done. There's always so much to do with these reports. Truth is never linear. How can that be possible? 2 and 2 make 4. How about that for a linear truth? Hi, Monica. I'm back.
Hello, Officer Wallace. Good to see you again.
Do you know about any of Mr. Bogdanov's sexual partners?
I don't know if it's appropriate for me to discuss that with you.
Why not?
It's a private matter, and I think it should be respected.
Do you have skeletons in the closet?
Are you implying that I have something to hide?
Do you have anything hidden?
It's not like I'm trying to hide anything. It's just that I need to respect Mr. Bogdanov's wishes.
And those wishes were?
Oh, Officer Wallace, you never give up, do you?
How would you describe your working relationship with Mr. Bogdanov?
It was utterly professional. I learned a great deal about the business world from him.
What about the pay?
I'm not in this for the money. I'm here to gain professional experience. Taking this position was a career move, and I feel like I've been compensated in other, more intangible ways.
I wonder which position you're referring to.
My position as a junior sales clerk, of course. Actually, Mr. Bogdanov was planning on promoting me to a senior position. We will see if that promotion happens now that he's deceased.
So, you're very happy about working here?
I'm ecstatic with this position, completely fulfilled. But of course, things will be different now that Mr. Bogdanov is no longer with us.
To your knowledge, was Mr. Bogdanov involved in any other business venture?
Yes, I am aware of another venture of his.
And that would be?
He had a lucrative art consultancy business on the side. He was a man of refined taste.
He must have been so classy. I wish I could have met this man. By the way, do you have any other information regarding this art consultancy venture of his?
Oh no, my job here is strictly on the floor. He wanted me here, where I could stay on top of things.
Oh, you must be a very efficient worker.
That's what Mr. Bogdanov used to tell me.
Did Mr. Bogdanov have any enemies?
Enemies? How could a man like Mr. Bogdanov have enemies?
I want you to think carefully about the question, Monica.
He was such a sweet person, a very nice man. I can't imagine him having any enemies.
Sometimes nice manners have nothing to do with it.
Yes, I've seen many Holovision movies like that. The villains were after the good people, for no reason.
Well, this case may be like one of those Holovision movies. So, tell me about the girls you work with. How about Alethea?
She is a very sweet girl, but obviously has a lot to learn from me.
What could she learn from you?
First of all, she could learn how to develop a mature attitude. She may even gain some sophistication by observing me.
Oh, aren't we humble today?
I beg your pardon? Anyway, let's face it, Alethea is very inexperienced with men. She could learn a lot from a woman like me.
Such as?
Such as how to handle a man. She has no idea how to even approach a man in the store. She is so childish. Giggles all the time, just like this.
Oh, that's a turn on.
Exactly. Now you see my point.
I learned so much about working on this shop floor from you, Monica, and your personal insight regarding Mr. Bogdanov. Thank you.
Of course, Officer Wallace. You know where to find me if the system needs my assistance.
Yes, of course. Goodbye, Monica.
Goodbye, Officer Wallace.
All that talk and effort. The result is nothing but useless gossip. So this is Mr. DeVille's house.
Greetings. This is the home of Pierre DeVille. How may I help you?
This is Phoenix Wallace from the Adrianopolis Peace and Security Center. Inform Mr. DeVille that he has a visitor.
Please hold. Thank you for your cooperation. Please proceed inside.
My, oh my, what a messy place. I bet he has a license to spill, with double O's. This place is so biohazardous. Those leftovers, they're at least a day old. What a mess! I'd prefer not to touch this mess unless I have to. He must be Mr. DeVille. Hello, Mr. DeVille.
Who are you?
I'm Phoenix Wallace from the Adrianopolis Peace and Security Center. I'm a peace officer.
You are? Why are you looking for me?
I'm here in an official capacity. I need to ask you some questions regarding a case.
Well, I'm awfully busy. Can it wait?
I'm afraid it cannot wait. May I sit down?
Okay, suit yourself.
This will only take a few minutes, Mr. DeVille.
The name is Pierre.
Okay, Pierre. And you can call me Phoenix. How long have you known Vasily Bogdanov?
So, you see me at the store. Is that right?
No, I've never seen you before in my life.
Come on, honey. Don't play hard to get. I know you've seen me in the store.
What store are you talking about?
The thing store, of course.
I'm telling you for the last time, Pierre. I have never seen you before at the thing store or anywhere else.
Okay, have it your way. I'll play your game.
Look, I am here strictly on an official capacity, and I need your cooperation.
You got it, honey. I'll cooperate and play your game. Are you gonna handcuff me?
Handcuff? You? First of all, we don't use barbaric methods like handcuffing anymore. And secondly, I am not here to play games. I am here to ask you questions about Vasily Bogdanov.
I knew that. I was just hoping that you might have some sexual fantasies involving handcuffs.
Sorry to shatter your dreams. No cuffs, no fantasies, only questions about Vasily Bogdanov.
Why would you ask me questions about Vasily Bogdanov anyway? Go ask him yourself.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything is possible, honey. You just gotta make things happen.
Nice motto, Pierre, but I can't make things happen in a situation like this.
And what situation would that be?
Vasily Bogdanov is dead. Did you know Mr. Bogdanov was going to Russia?
Whoa, whoa. Did you just say Vasily's dead?
You heard me right.
Oh, that's too bad. We had great plans for our business.
I'm sorry about your loss, Pierre.
So, how did it happen? He must have had a heart attack or something.
What makes you say that?
Well, you know, he was on the heavy side and all.
Actually, Mr. Bogdanov was murdered.
He was murdered? Where?
in the port city of Odessa.
Wow. What was he doing in Japan?
I said Odessa, not Okinawa. It's a port city in the Russian rogue state.
I knew that. I was just testing your geography, Phoenix.
Right. So, do you have any idea what he might have been doing there?
How the heck would I know?
I guess he never mentioned that he was from Russia?
You mean he was an immigrant? I didn't know that.
So, Mr. Bogdanov never talked about his personal life with you?
Nope, never. We only had a business relationship. We didn't really chum around together.
Do you mind telling me why not?
Well, nothing personal against the guy. Let's just say he wasn't very attractive, and he probably would have scared away my potential female suitors.
Oh my, aren't we the cocky one?
Oh, you know what I mean, Phoenix. He would have cramped my style.
And what style are we talking about, Pierre?
My smooth style with the female persuasion, of course. I guess you've been too wrapped up in your little investigation to notice.
I guess I have. Pierre, I think I gathered enough information from you for the time being. Maybe we can continue our conversation later.
Sure.
My goodness, this guy is so awful. I don't think I could have tolerated any more of him. It's getting late, and I'm beat. Time to head home. Finally, somebody that can be sensible. Hi, I need to speak to Ms. Stavropoulos.
And you are?
I am Senior Officer Phoenix Wallace from the Adrianopolis Peace and Security Center.
Officer Wallace. Unfortunately, Ms. Stavropoulos is at class right now, and she is not to be disturbed until her prep period.
What is a prep period?
It is the time when our teachers have a short break from their teaching responsibilities.
And when is her next prep period?
Let's see. Ms. Stavropoulos will be free in 90 minutes. Would you like to wait, or shall I take a message?
I was hoping to talk to Ms. Stavropoulos right away. You see, this involves an active case.
What kind of case are you investigating, officer?
I'm afraid the case is being kept confidential. Anyhow, I need to talk to Ms. Stavropoulos immediately.
This sounds urgent. Let me try to reach her for you. Please stay here.
Thank you. Hello, Katie. How are you doing now?
I'm doing better, I guess. I'm still shaken.
Can I ask you some more questions?
Certainly.
Was it your choice to cool off the relationship?
Yes, I felt I had to cool off the relationship because he was treating me so badly.
In what way, Katie?
He would behave completely irrationally. I was beginning to think he was psychologically imbalanced.
In your opinion, are the imbalances connected to his past?
Oh, I don't know. He did not talk a lot about his past. It seemed to me like he wanted to forget his Russian past. He was desperately trying to fit in better here, in the Union.
You mean he hated his past?
No, actually, he shared very fond memories of his childhood. But it seemed to me that his young adult life must have been difficult.
What can you tell me about his childhood?
Vasily had a very strong attachment to his bio-grandparents. Apparently, he was raised by them. And he loved his bio-grandparents deeply. I believe his bio-parents died during a savage riot.
Oh, must have been very hard for him. Imagine losing your bio-parents in absence of a sound educational system. Who would take care of you?
I guess he was lucky that his bio-grandparents took care of him. Of course, it could never compare to the care from a qualified professional in our CDCs. In the rogue states, the school teachers are only responsible for the academic education. They have nothing to do with the children's love, belonging, and esteem needs. I think Vasily was very fortunate that he did not develop neurotic behavior during his childhood, in absence of qualified care.
Did he ever talk about his days in Russia?
Yes, and he was very emotional when talking about his childhood in Russia. Then again, he often cited his dislike of his adult life there. I think he had a love-hate relationship with Russia.
Did he tell you what he used to do there?
I think he was a nuclear waste disposal expert. Unfortunately, his former job had no meaning here.
So, you say Mr. Bogdanov did not develop neurotic behavior during his time in Russia, but you also mentioned his irrational behavior. How can you be sure his irrationality did not have neurotic roots?
I'm sure because he behaved as a rational man until recently.
Is that enough to tell you that it was not neurosis-related?
As a professional with a lot of training and experience in human behavior, I very well know the symptoms of neurotic tendencies. And my Vasily was not neurotic.
Then how would you describe his behavior with your professional expertise?
Unfortunately, my professionalism does not allow me to make such comments on adults of Vasily's age. This is clearly not my domain.
I'm sorry, of course not.
If there are no further questions, I have to get back to my children.
No questions at this time, Katie. Thank you. Again, I'm very sorry for your loss.
It is a loss for our entire society. A precious citizen, a member of our union, has been taken from us by a barbaric act.
Poor Kati. The more I behave in an understanding way, the more she becomes emotional. I think it's time to report my findings to Chief Morrison. I have some important facts to discuss, Chief.
I only have a little time. Continue.
I found this digital diary, Chief. It doesn't appear to be working, but I believe it belonged to Mr. Bogdanov.
What do you mean? Where did you find it?
Well, this diary was hidden inside an ornament in the things store, but its activation key was in Mr. Bogdanov's safe.
What ornament? What activation key? Oh, whatever. I'll get it checked out.
Douglas Anderson thinks Bogdanov may have gone to Russia for business, but he isn't sure. Alethea Cordoba told me that someone who was impersonating a peace officer had already been at the things store, and this impersonator asked her questions about Bogdanov.
A peace officer impersonator? How bizarre. You'd better find out who this person is.
Actually, I got the description of this impersonator, Chief.
Good. Check our census databases and let me know if you find something.
Will do. Kati Stavropoulos told me that Bogdanov was cared for by his late grandparents during his childhood. Apparently, he loved them deeply. According to Kati, Bogdanov was very fortunate that he did not develop neurotic behavior during this period, in absence of any qualified care.
Phoenix, during the Bogdanov investigation, you may request financial search or questioning warrants during our meetings.
Okay.
However, I want you to be careful about for whom you request a warrant. I will only accept your request if you can convince me soundly. Understood?
Yes, Chief. Chief, I would like to have a questioning warrant for Monica LaCour at the things store.
A warrant for Monica at the things store. Could you tell me why?
Because I have serious doubts about her integrity and her work ethics. I think I need to question her in order to detect her lies.
Look, Phoenix, I understand your concerns about Monica LaCour. Her behavior around her boss reminds me of another Monica from the late 20th century. But you don't need a warrant to check on Monica's ethics.
What do you mean, Chief? I don't understand.
Her work ethics and workplace integrity is not our problem at the GPSN. I'm sure the things store's chain has several detectives to monitor employee behavior and their violations of their company rules. It's their domain, not ours.
I see.
I share your thoughts about Monica, but I highly doubt that she has anything to do with Bogdanov's murder. Your request is denied.
I have nothing further to mention at this time. Phew. I managed that one okay. I need to be very careful about what to report to Chief Morrison. And those warrants, I know they will be a very important part of my investigation.
Hello, dear.
Hi, Sandra.
Want to meet tonight?
Sure.
At the cafe? Round 8?
Alrighty.
See ya.
Bye. I haven't seen her around before. Behaves as if she owns the place. Hi, I'm Senior Officer Phoenix Wallace from the Adrianopolis Peace and Security Center. And you are?
Who, me? My name is Piper.
Is that your last name?
No. Piper is my first name, and Darlington is my last name. Duh.
Don't get snippy with me, young lady. I am here for official business.
Excuse me. How may I help you?
I haven't seen you here before, Piper.
I was on spring break last week, and I just came back. That explains why you don't know me.
So I heard. Your hair looks great. Is it an original creation or from a catalog collection?
My, aren't we a nosy investigator? Does this have anything to do with Mr. B's case?
No. I thought I'd ask, because every once in a while, I need a wild-looking hairstyle.
Are you insinuating that my hairstyle is wild?
Wild, yes, but it suits your cheeky attitude.
What do you mean by cheeky?
Cheeky, meaning you're lippy.
Lippy? What are you talking about? Whatever, I give up.
What was your first reaction when you learned about Mr. Bogdanov's death?
Do you really want to know?
Sure. This is an investigation.
Well, I can't say I shed a tear. I am not the emotional type.
How did you hear about Mr. Bogdanov's death?
I heard it from the other girls. The moment I arrived at work, after my vacation.
And did they tell you any details regarding Mr. Bogdanov's death?
Oh, yes. They told me more than I wanted to know.
Oh, really? Such as what?
Oh, you know, they say he was murdered for his flesh. His mutilated body was found near a garbage dump. His legs and arms had been severed. His internal organs were stolen. And some of his body parts were cooked and eaten by the ultra-hungry in them rogue states. You know.
Oh, brother, here we go again. I think you girls have been watching too many rogue state reality shows. Wow, those are fantastic shoes, girl. Did you get those at the pyramid?
My goodness. I thought you were here for a murder investigation. And you're asking questions about my shoes?
Just a little small talk, Piper. No need to get snippy about it.
I just don't have a habit of making small talk with peace officers.
So, are you gonna tell me where you got your shoes?
Yes, if it will make your day.
Go ahead. Make my day.
I got them at the Zap, just a few doors down. But don't you dare buy a pair for yourself, because I don't want any peace officer running around in my shoes.
Well, Piper, I would like to ask some questions.
Does this mean I get to take a longer break from work?
That depends on how cooperative you are.
So that means the less I cooperate, the longer it's gonna take. Cool. I'll be glad to cooperate at my own pace.
Well, young lady, I think you better cooperate at my pace. Or
what? You're gonna have my supervisor dock my pay?
No, cutie. I'm gonna get a warrant in order to question you down at the Peace Center.
You can't do that, can you? I didn't do anything.
When I question you at my pace, I will find out if you did anything or not.
Oh, in that case, I will be glad to cooperate.
Piper, I need to leave at once. There's an urgent matter.
Suit yourself. You know where to find me.
Bye for now. I will come back soon.
Bye.
Darn, she was just beginning to talk. Oh well, next time. I should check my PA, too. Maybe the hackers accessed my files. I don't need to use that function right now. I don't need to use that function right now. There, all done. There's always so much to do with these reports. Now, I'm not sure if I can deal with this low-level stuff. We'll see. Yes, I'm so proud of myself.
Yes, got it.
Wow, a pretty butterfly-like image. It seems like a graph is forming. Hey, it's that butterfly-like object again. I don't need to use that function right now. It's the same image I obtained from those butterflies. But wait, there are some minor differences. Could those be of significance? Maybe I should check. It's getting late, and I'm beat. Time to head home. What should I wear? I need to get going, or else I'm going to be late for my meeting with Sandra. Hi, Sandra.
Hi, dear.
Sandra, I need your opinion on something.
Well, I'm not one of those judges on your court network, but I can try to act like one.
Oh, quit it. Kati Stavropoulos is not telling me everything I need to know about Bogdanov.
Maybe she doesn't know what you need to know.
I think she does. But she's hiding behind professionalism and telling me adults are not her domain.
Maybe you should nonchalantly apply a little pressure to get her talking.
Pressure? How can I possibly pressure a teacher from the CDC? If Kati were to complain, Chief would fry my ass.
That may be so, but Kati, for reasons beyond my understanding, loved Bogdanov very much, right?
That's right.
So maybe you can corner her with the fact that Bogdanov is dead and his murderers are at large.
That might work.
Won't hurt to give it a try.
I met this awful guy today.
Did he bite you?
Yeah, I got his bite marks all over my butt. No, he did not bite me. But just because I went to his apartment and had nice manners, he thought I was his groupie.
Sweet. Who is this hunk?
Some artist named Pierre Deville.
Never heard of him. Did you put him in his place?
Of course I did.
That's my girl.
It seems to me that Monica was infatuated with Bogdanov.
Why do you say that?
She keeps telling me what a wonderful person he was.
I bet it was nothing more than an old-fashioned crush. It takes those young women a while to wise up and realize that we women only need men for one thing.
And what would that one thing be?
To clean our clocks, of course.
Oh, Sandra, you're so vulgar.
I might be vulgar, but we both know I'm right.
This young generation, they're so cheeky and disrespectful.
What are you talking about?
Well, I had the pleasure of questioning a Piper Darlington today concerning the death of her former boss, the dead Russian immigrant. Anyhow, she is the third sales clerk at the thing store, and she had such an attitude problem, I was ready to slap her little face.
Cool off, Phoenix. Why did she piss you off so much?
She was so sassy and played games with me.
Don't let her get to you. She's probably only 20 years old.
18, to be precise, which makes it even worse. At least she was cooperative, and she gave me some relevant information only after I showed her her place.
Okay, Phoenix. But if she gives you any more trouble, just tell me what she looks like, and I'll go teach her a lesson.
Sandra, you can't do that. I may need to question her again.
Oh, did you really think I was gonna go down there and beat her up? I think you're working too hard.
Sandra, I've been hacked.
What are you talking about? Did you lose your job?
I said hacked, not sacked. Hackers somehow accessed the GPSN computer net, and for some reason, they specifically went through my files. Chief is furious.
Your files? What's so special about your files? Have you discovered a new method for attracting men that you haven't told me about?
I'm being serious, Sandra. This is really drastic. To my knowledge, this has never happened before.
Why would the hackers single your files out? Could it have to do with the Bogdanov case?
Yes, and that's what Chief Morrison thinks too.
My, oh my. This case is already attracting so much attention. It's not even public yet.
Get this, Sandra. I think I finally met someone even more conceited than you.
Someone more conceited than I? It can't be. I must be losing my touch. Where did you meet this person?
It's Ms. Monica from the thing store. She is so pompous. She can't get through the doorway because of her big head.
What on earth do you mean by that?
You know, she thinks so highly of herself that her head is swollen, and that's why she can't get through the doorway.
I understand that. But what makes her so confident? She's just a kid, right?
She thinks of herself as the ultimate role model for her colleagues, especially for Alethea. She told me that Alethea could gain sophistication just by observing her in the store.
You mean our naive Alethea is going to become queen of sophistication just by watching Ms. Monica?
This is Ms. Monica's theory, I sure wish some of your sophistication would rub off on me.
Get a little closer and I'll see what I can do.
These rogue staters will never shake off their old beliefs.
What makes you say that?
Their altruistic ways are so ingrained. I have a difficult time comprehending what motivates them to do some of the things they do.
Do what things? Are you referring to their ineptness in their economic decision-making?
Not only that, I'm talking about their attachment to biological kin. Can you believe that Bogdanov was raised by his biological grandparents?
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not. They were not even in the same family unit. But these people, for some reason, felt obliged to take care of Bogdanov.
Well, with that kind of attitude, these rogue staters will never amount to anything.
Sandra, I need to leave now. Talk to you tomorrow then.
Sure. See ya.
Welcome to the Court Network. Tonight we continue broadcasting live the landmark case of Simpson versus Kane.
I don't need to use that function right now. I don't need to use that function right now. It looks just like the 3D image I obtained from the 4 butterfly images. But there's something else hidden in this. I don't need to use that function right now. That wireframe object strongly resembles something to me. I wonder what the X is there for. The blink is pointing to a place between metro stations Omega 9 and 10. But what could be there? Nope, nothing here. That's not my domain. I don't need to use that function right now. I don't need to use that function right now. It has nothing to do with my current case, but I should check what's in the metro tunnels at station Omega 10. Evenings are a better time, since none of the workers would be there. There, all done. There's always so much to do with these reports.